Hey Collective, welcome to my channel, Copper Visions. So as you can see, I'm in this actually very secret place. It's at the top of a staircase in the hotel I'm in, and it's been a bit of a safe haven for me to have privacy as as I do magic, right? There's a message that wanted to come through, a few messages, maybe. I just meant to say two, but a few? Okay, probably. So there's something hidden that you are going to be revealing, and the visual metaphor that I have for you is one where I saw the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles above the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords was pointing her sword near the grapes that the King of Pentacles has. And basically I saw someone kind of taking away the leaves or primming or something like that to reveal the grapes, the fruit that is actually there in the situation. And so you're dealing with a situation that something has been hidden. I don't know for how long. I don't know why time is relevant in this case, but the other message had to do with you are not, when you are syncing with the universe, when you are finding yourself tuning into the greatness of all that is for you in your life, I'm not sure how this is going to come through, but it has to do with you knowing that you're not jumping into still water. There's a stream that's flowing, and for you to think that you're dropping in to completely still water, for some reason, like, I just need to acknowledge that it's a river. So when you sync up with the universe, it almost seems like there's this flow that's happening that you get to dive into and keep going with. And so something about an object in motion stays in motion type of thing. And I don't know how this is going to connect to the message, but clearly there's some type of secret thing going on in your life that is calling you to be here and to nurture it in a way that is very, very going to be very, very fruitful. And I actually already see fully grown grapes in my mind. And if you've been here a while, you know that that's been a symbol for this collective, one of abundance and prosperity and good health, right? So, okay, let's get into it. Let's see what comes out. Hope you're doing well today. Just wanted to say that. Ooh, black hole and meteor. Whoa. Portals, the unknown, infinity, and evanescence, wishes, affirmation. Both of these cards here. I'm not sure how they'll resonate or what the messages will say, but oh, and I'm seeing this. So there could be something where there's something about right timing, right place, right timing, actually. That's how the timing has to do. Like, there's something that's in motion that it's good for it to be in motion, right? Instead of it being stagnant. But I don't think this is you. This is just something else that maybe you're creating, that maybe you're tending to. I mean, if I'm bringing it into this moment, it feels like this channel, it feels like this message, it feels like the collective thought stream that we're sharing right now is that we want to keep this going in a way. And okay, let me just see. I would really encourage you to take nice deep breaths as you listen. Okay, first things first, black hole, huh? A giant star dies in a supernova explosion. A catastrophic collapse that warps the fabric of space-time. What's left behind is a black hole, a point of no return, dense with mysteries and gravity so powerful that not even light can escape it. At its center, time itself ceases to exist. The end is unknowable. Whoa, okay, what? This is the outside energy, I think, right now. Even though it's a central point, it's very much giving everything else right now is completely unknown. And because I ended up here in this secret space at the top of a staircase, you know, And only you know that information. No one else does. At least that I know, or that I've shared that with, so. Cool. Okay, a meteoroid, meteoroid, no bigger than a grain of sand, falls into Earth's atmosphere. Its journey of millions or billions of years ends in a momentary blaze. Mere seconds long, somewhere on Earth, someone gasps and makes a wish on its silver tail. Shooting stars only seem rare because they're so fleeting. Most nights, a half dozen flash across the sky every hour. Your wish isn't as far-fetched as you think. Oh my god, okay. So, a meteor, a black hole, and your wish isn't as far-fetched as you think. Collective, this is going to be a very, I'm hearing fleeting message, but it's something that I think Spirit wants to encourage you to play with, to seize in a way. And I have some flippers here. There's 3 that want to come out. So this isn't your average reading. This isn't your average spread that I'm giving you right now. And it has to do with your peace and your love and your... What else? Here, let's just show you. The Page of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so messenger card, a message from the King of Cups about your harvest. I don't see any grapes yet, but that's the thing. They're hidden right now. Okay, let me see. What else wants to come out? 5 of Cups. Okay, this actually, I tried to do this reading earlier, but in a different location, but Spirit was like, no, you need to go there and do it here. Something about the energy, something about the place that you can actually go to experience the tenderness that you need in order to process loss. Yeah, whatever you've lost, or maybe relationship, maybe something that's been really significant in your life that at one point that you know you needed to give time to. It seems like a very mature and wise way of processing a loss, though. I feel like this is a moment in time that we're not necessarily sinking into anymore as much as we were, but there's definitely been some type of disappointment, and I think that that's kind of always present, but there's something significant about this loss that you're thinking of now having to do with the overgrowth. Something has kind of overgrown, and that's the reason why it's being hidden. Well, something else is being hidden, but it's not you, it's something else that is for you. The Magician. Yeah, for sure. And these roses growing, I'm not sure they're roses because they're growing on vines, but they do look like roses, and I've actually never really acknowledged how beautiful those are around the Magician. It's like you would think the central focus of the card would be the red cloak or the infinity symbol on the Magician's head, or even the tools that he has, the pentacles, the swords, the cups, the wand. But he's holding this double-sided candle, so you might be burning from both ends. And I see restore and replenish and the heartbeats on another a pile of cards that I see. So I think there's information that will continue to integrate as long as you get rest, the rest that you need. And I'm not sure where else this message is going, but the 3 of Cups in reverse. And the grapes are showing up, okay. But in reverse, this would be like not celebrating or something. Fallen grapes. Maybe you're worried about grapes that have been smashed, but I know this is really metaphorical, so I don't know what the grapes are symbolizing for you right now, but I think that that's really significant. But there's an abundance of grapes still on the vine, and they're just hidden, you can't see them. Okay, this feels like, oh wow, and the star on the bottom. Okay, bear with me a second. Oh, and the 10 of Swords on top. Whoa. Oh, something else is gonna come to an end that you maybe have been thinking about, that you weren't sure. But I don't want to just leave you with that. It seems a little vague, so what is the thing that's coming to an end? Bond. This does feel like there is a relationship that is coming to a bit of a head. Maybe you didn't realize, or you've been wondering, but also I see Pisces. So they could be a Pisces, or you could be a Pisces. Or how you have been relating to someone has been, what am I getting? Well, fishy? There's been something fishy going on. Please place that where it belongs, though. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it, Leave it for who it's meant for. But there's something fishy about some type of relationship. And they do not have to be a Pisces, but there's been something fishy and you can just tell. There's a reason for that. There's a reason why you're sensing that. And I think that this is going to bring more clarification. Okay, so this is masculine twin in the reverse. So this is actually in the reverse, and it says releasing lower self. So this could have just been kind of a lower vibrational energy that you were around that was trying to get you to do something that you weren't really ready for, or the way that sounds is kind of giving me a lot more information than I feel like I should be sharing here, but I also don't know what this means for you. And then let your light shine was in reverse. And so this was kind of keeping you from really allowing yourself to fully blossom into who you are as an individual, but because you were in this bond, it kind of felt like maybe it was holding you back a bit, but you were maybe afraid to say that this is how it was going. I'm actually getting that there's something new, there's something else other than this, though, because if you're here and you have I'm hearing a multiplicity mindset, or you're just open and progressive in a sense of how you see your relationships, or maybe you value friendship just as much as you do romantic relationships, instead of putting romance on the hierarchy, or maybe that's what you want to do. I think that's going to lead to some type of breakthrough. You're going to really be able to experience that you can have intimate, well, I don't want to say intimate because it sounds like maybe emotionally aware, conscious connections. I will say that. You can have conscious connections with multiple people. And I'm not saying that they're all going to be the same level of intimate, right? But I mean, I don't know, maybe for you, maybe that's something that'll work for you. But what Spirit wants me to hone in on is that there's something, there's a pipe that's been clogged out of the many, many pipes that have been flowing. And now that pipe is going to be unclogged. And that's what you could not see. That's one of the things you could not see on the flip side. Because if there's something, deep breaths, right? If there's something prosperous that's been hidden, then there's also something that has been blocking. I guess what I'm saying is that there's duality in this situation with bond. There's two people here, right? But I'm also getting there's two different energies going on that can't exist without the other. And so if something is hidden in the subconscious, then something has been hidden in the conscious, something like that. Maybe you can help me put it together in the comments. Please feel free. Feel free to comment, feel free to like, or even subscribe if you feel like you're resonating with the messages. But honestly, I'm just kind of putting a plug in because I really want to grow on here. And at the same time, I only want it to be if you genuinely resonate, because there's no time for inauthenticity these days. I don't think for anyone, right? We don't really want that. Okay, heart healing. Morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. Okay. Something really I'm hearing fabulous and good feeling is wanting to enter your life now. Are you actually ready? Are you actually ready to receive it? I know there's been loss. I know there's been confusion and chaos, but now there's something that you see. I just pulled this power of attraction. I'm going to read it. Your soul is juicy with spiritual fertility. You can play with that fertility to conceive, ripen, and manifest joyful transformations in yourself and your life. These grapes, I think, have been joyful transformations. That's all I want to say. There is a cosmic order to creation. Certain stages need to be accomplished before the next steps are available. A house cannot be built without the flooring, no matter how beautiful the stained glass windows you plan to install are. The walls need to be up first. Your big life dreams are a work in progress, just like you. And I hear the elevator rising. That which is worthwhile takes time to build. Celebrate each success, even the small ones. You are creating something of worth. And the imagery of a ladder, you might be seeing ladders everywhere. For some reason, they're tied to squirrels and believing in yourself that you can climb each rung of the ladder. But there's something that Spirit wants you to do by the book, even though you are even though you are a very unorthodox queen in some ways. And I'm speaking to the beautiful divine feminines here, especially that are wanting to really capitalize? No. Well, maximize their creative energy. You're a defender. I just see this on the top. Defend to the end the worthwhile. I think moving forward, if you feel like protecting something, if you feel there's moments where you come into contact with other people and there's information that wants to come up, think twice before you share it, because it might change how you feel about that thing. That isn't necessary. Protect your heart. Protect your mind. And know that your long-term, step by step, is going according to plan. Okay, I'll keep it there. I'll keep it short. I'll see you on the next one, Collective. Thank you so much. Bye.